Dorothy Malone as Constance Mackenzie. Ed Nelson as Michael Rossi. Mia Farrow as Allison Mackenzie. Ryan O'Neal as Rodney Harrington. Barbara Parkins as Betty Anderson. Tim O'Connor as Elliot Carson. Christopher Connelly as Norman Harrington.
Dr. Michael Rossi has just been informed that Ann Howard, a physical therapist at Doctors Hospital, has been fired from the staff. An experience which threatens to destroy the only source of strength and confidence that Ann has ever had.
Well, you don't look very surprised at the news.
Dr. Morton told me what he had to do, what you forced him to do.
Oh, here it comes, the big sermon. Yes, absolutely yes. You told me so. You warned me to stay away from Christopher Webber. You begged me to stay away from Chris Webber. And then what did I go and do?
And
I know what's coming next, too. You are going to tell me that what I should do now is just pack my things and get on the first bus out of here to anywhere, away from here.
And?
Well, I have a surprise for you, Doctor. That's one piece of advice I'm going to take. I am going to leave this hospital. I am going to leave this town. I am leaving everything. Don't.
Listen.
No, Mike.
All right, I came here with a sermon all prepared. I was going to beat you over the head with it, but I changed my mind.
Why?
You knew the risk you were taking when you came back to see Chris Webber. But still, you had to do it, didn't you?
Yes, I had to.
You know, it's hardly the professional thing to do. Dr. Morton was right.
I know that.
Anna, I know it won't be easy for you to understand this, particularly now, but I admire your determination.
Mike, you don't have to give me any farewell bouquets.
Look, I know how you love the work you do. I know how devoted, involved you become with every person that walks or wheels in here. Don't run away. Stick to what you believe in, your innocence.
I'm tired of fighting.
All right, then let Stephen do that. You hired him. You're his client. Let him do the work for you. Don't run away, though. Not now, Ann. Don't run away.
Well, I can't promise you that I'll always do the right thing, like staying out of hospital rooms or staying off people's backs.
I know. I'll help you.
Are you sure you want that responsibility?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Mike.
What would I do if you left anyway, huh? Bay at the moon or something?
Dr. Morton, telephone line 2. Dr. Morton, telephone line 2.
Who is it?
Allison.
Come in. Yes, obviously. I'm leaving.
Does Dr. Rossi know?
He will soon enough.
Is this Lee's idea?
No, he doesn't know anything about it.
Then why?
I just want to get out.
Why the hurry?
Why the questions? How about getting my cane, would you?
Is it because Ann Howard was fired?
What?
You didn't know?
When did that happen?
This morning, right after she left your room.
I don't believe it.
Dr. Morton was right outside the door. He heard everything that happened inside. He said she was upsetting a patient. You must have known it would get her into trouble.
This wasn't supposed to happen.
Then why did you shout at her? This morning you told me that it wasn't Ann's fault you fell on the wharf. That you didn't blame her or hold it against her or anything. Now, maybe I shouldn't have told her that, but I did. She was so upset and feeling guilty. I had to. She came up here to, I don't know, confirm it or something, and then you shouted at her. I don't think you know what you did to her, Chris. She's got nowhere to turn now.
Cut it out, will you?
I don't understand how you can tell me one thing and then tell
Cut
her...
it out.
Couldn't you talk to Dr. Morton and have him reconsider or something?
No. I can't interfere.
She's my friend.
And what am I?
My friend?
Do us both a favor then and stay out of this. It took me a long time to get used to being blind, to stop hating everybody who could see, but I did. I was what they stupidly call well-adjusted to my handicap until this summer. Now, everybody in Peyton Place is on my back, and it's too much. I feel like I'm some kind of volcano. I feel the same old hate boiling inside, and she had to come in here with the same pointless questions and apologies, and I just erupted. I couldn't help it. You probably can't understand that, can you?
I don't know. There's so much of it, it doesn't make sense.
Allison, no more questions, please. Just be there. I want you to be there.
All right.
Be careful of that.
Hi, Rod.
Hi. Be careful of that. Hey, we just heard Grandfather was coming home. I thought maybe we'd all go by the castle together and say hello to him.
Well, that's very nice, except your timing's a little off. I just returned from the castle. The drawbridge was uptight.
Is something wrong with it?
It all depends on your definition of wrong.
You got into it with him, didn't you?
Oh, yeah, I got into it with him. I didn't get much out of it. Just another bruise for my trophy case.
What'd he say?
Nothing.
Well, he must have said something. Rod? What, you sore at him because he shut you out?
I told you, Norman. He didn't say anything.
You know, if you would have said that to me 3 months ago, I probably would have tried to tear you apart. That kind of stuff doesn't make any sense now. I think it's time we realize, Rod, that maybe they don't want us in their ballpark.
Yeah, well, what do they give me a box seat for?
Maybe you'd be better off in the bleachers with me. Or maybe we'd both be better off looking through a knothole like everybody else.
You know what, Norman? I almost did it today. I almost cut all the ties. But I couldn't.
Because of Dad?
No, because of me. What is it with me? How many times do I have to get my hand slammed in the door?
No. We're not going over there. I better go home.
That's okay, Rita. I'm through beating my chest for the day.
Well, I have some things to do anyway. Would you like to come over tonight? We'll practice our card tricks on you.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Your timing's never off. What do you say?
Well, You think you could enjoy an evening with a grouch like me around?
I'd enjoy an evening with my brother.
Thank you.
Be careful of that.
Norm?
Hi.
Come here. I said come here. sit down. Still want to split?
Peyton Place? Yeah.
Let's.
Oh, just like that?
Why not?
You changed your mind pretty fast.
I can't take working for Golden Boy anymore.
You could yesterday.
I can't today.
Then Rod's not the real reason, is he?
Oh, man, you make a rotten wife.
Okay.
Tonight,
Well, Chris is still in the hospital.
we can send him a ticket.
Lee, what is happening? What's bugging you?
Questions. That's what's bugging me, people with their questions.
Like, mostly Ann Howard.
She put Chris in the hospital, Sandy. She is as evil as sin, but he won't admit it. It's what's happening to Chris. He's going to pieces, and I can't stand by him watch it happen. We've got to get out of here.
It's not all of it, is it, Lee? Talk to me, Lee. Tell me the truth. I don't care how it turns out, just as long as it's the truth. Lee, talk to me.